He's trying to hide behind
Shh,
him.
NG. Alright guys, welcome to Tank Training, Chapter 2. We'll go over every tank in order. French and then Germans. In between, we'll get some wisdom words from Inji. And we'll go over every ammo type of every tank. Weak points, ammo racks, how to kill them. And basically that's it. We'll spawn some tanks, we'll blow them up and have some fun. Sounds good?
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Sure.
start with the French tanks. After me.
Mandatorily scheduled fun time.
First vehicle, can someone tell me his name?
M99834.
Seriously?
I was promised valiant soldiers. What are these things?
Guys, can someone tell me the name of the first vehicle?
Well,
Panhard 173.
Panhard 173. Thank you. Scout car, light armor, of course. Ammo types, anybody knows? No?
APAG.
I know, but I am waiting for
PCBC.
the iPhone to tell.
Oh, can you see? Ammo types?
APHE.
APHG and...
It only has two.
Oh, AP and HE. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
AP and
You done?
HE, yeah.
Yeah.
Fast, light, as a scout car should be. Really powerful, as we know. All the French tanks are OP at this time. And that's about it on the French Panhard. Next vehicle, the first tank. Can someone tell me his name?
Hodgkins.
Great, thank you. Ammo types?
APHE.
Basically, yeah. Can someone get
No. Yeah.
in? Yeah. Can someone get inside? Miho, or Nazi, or Splinge, or Walk? One of you.
I'm saying I need to be in this.
Yeah, you don't need...
APCRHE.
Oh, okay. APCR and HE. What is the difference between AP and APCR? Can someone tell me?
In game, there is no difference because it's showing penetration values.
Okay.
There are some differences.
So basically no difference between AP and APCR?
Yeah. Yeah. Only the pen values.
The pen
Because
values.
yeah,
The penetration.
as every shell type has a different pen value, so
Okay, so the difference between AP and APCR is the penetration value for closer range and longer range, as I am correct, Nizzy.
not really. With PS, APCI is always better.
Yeah, of course the APCR is always better, but we get APCR and AG in this tank, so basically we have one for armor and one for infantry. And DMG.
So AP and APCR, they're both Sabos. Slugs.
No, they're not Sabot rounds.
Okay, but they are solid, aren't they? They don't explode.
APCR doesn't explode. High explosive does. APCR is basically made out of a much more harder substance with more mass behind it.
So it's a slug.
Yes, but it doesn't have any discarding plastic around it or anything.
No,
It just has a very
that's
solid.
the same essentially, isn't it? It's just find a high piece of metal, high velocity.
Is there any difference in the trajectory between the two?
No,
The same
it,
Between,
no,
propellant. for both.
because each has a different
It's the same
trajectory.
propellant, but of course different mass, therefore more energy when it hits the target. And because it's a harder material, it can punch. It's a little bit sharp and can punch through a little easier.
I
Yeah,
haven't
sure.
noticed the difference in the trajectory, at least in the chapter 1 tanks. And in chapter 2, you don't really have the options with most tanks.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
Does
get.
this tank have any weak spots?
I will get that. We'll get to that.
Okay. Thank you.
I am going back to the Penhard. One question I forgot to ask: how many crewmen? That anybody can tell me? Anybody?
5.
2.
2? Are you sure?
Nope.
Easy.
3.
2.
3. Commander, gunner, and a driver. Hotchkicks. How many crewmen?
2.
I believe 3 as well. No?
No.
2.
2 is correct. Gunner and a driver. Okay, next vehicle. The camo one. What is it? Can someone tell me the name of it?
Renault 35.
Nice, thank you. Ammo types?
AP and HE.
AP regular AP or AP?
Regular AP.
Regular AP and AG. Great. Number of crewmen?
2.
Great. Yeah, that's about
It has APC, not AP. But that's a small difference.
APC?
Yeah.
Okay, APC. Next vehicle. Name? Someone?
Dressier.
It's a Matilda.
And the Matilda is a tank from
From the United Kingdom of Great Britain
Disney.
and Ireland.
yeah, it's the only non-French tank in the French arsenal. What?
Well, I mean, if you count the variants, then
The variants that we have here.
well, I'm just saying that some of the smaller French tanks are based off of the
Based off. This is a British made.
copied designs,
Okay.
basically.
Never mind.
Question.
yeah.
That Hotchkiss thing. The name kind of suggests it's not French.
Inji?
I forget what the
Crow.
damn tank's name is, but what was it? The Renault F1 was it? They're based off of those. I'm certain there's different designers. What are you aiming that gun at me for? You want to go?
Boomer.
Hey,
But I'm just
relax.
wondering, why is it called the Hotchkiss? Because
Because
It's built by
without being
Hotchkiss.
racist, I don't think any Frenchman can pronounce Hotchkiss. So it seems just weird
apologies,
that it's
expendable. I don't have any answer for that. I'll look at it. Okay, I'll give you an answer later.
Thank you.
Matilda. Ammo types.
Good film. Good film.
AP, APCBC, HE.
AP, APCBC, and HE. Alright. What is better, AP or APCBC?
What are you shooting?
Tank.
Close or distant?
Let's say, what's the difference between AP and APCBC? Better question.
One goes boom, thut, and one goes thut.
I like that.
Yeah, one's got a ballistic cap, which helps the penetration, and one's just
I mean,
a
it's not
great
wrong.
big.
That's a better answer. Thank you. Okay, crewmen's. How many?
3.
4.
4? Are you sure?
Oh, I'm guessing.
3.
3.
But we haven't answered the question about shells. Which one to fire?
Which one to fire?
Yeah.
Let's say the long range heavy tank. Guys,
How long range?
150.
500 plus meters.
Okay, 500.
You
Let-
don't shoot at that
That's
range.
where APCBC is starts becoming better, but on very slightly better.
So close up AP, distance AP, BC.
No, pretty much always AP. Unless you're over 500
Almost
feet.
every time APCBC.
No, almost every time AP.
AP.
I'm just
Sorry,
looking
yeah,
at the curve.
AP. All right. Next tank. Name.
Oh, by the way, one thing, if I can. The Hotchkiss is a French tank, completely French tank.
Thank you. Walk. Thank you very much.
The Hotchkiss name is just the name of the company that created it. It's a long French name, but one of those words is Hotchkiss.
Thank you very
Wow.
much. Walk.
Or would it be Ochkis?
The name of the tank is something like Charles Guerre Model, something French baguette.
No, keep going, mate. You're doing well.
Okay, never mind. Let's keep going in the tanks. Over the tanks. Next tank. Name. Someone.
This is a Somnia,
beef.
isn't it?
Is this the B1?
Yep.
Oh, I know
This is the
something!
B1, is it?
This is the
Oh, the
B1.
Charby
I
one.
thought-
The Sharby
I thought it was
B1.
bigger.
Ammo types. Someone.
Big boom and thud.
Stop. Ammo types.
For which gun? For which gun?
Main gun, of course. Stop with the stupid questions, please.
Is this little thingy in front of machine gun or another?
Oh, sorry.
think-
yeah,
I think it,
yeah. Main gun.
I
Sorry,
think,
sorry,
I think
sorry.
it
Next
has,
stupid question. We got 2 cannons. I forgot. I totally
You've
forgot.
got a mortar and you've got a gun.
Main gun.
In game it's classified as a machine gun.
Main gun. Ammo types. Anyone?
4, no?
AP, BC, HE.
Nizzy?
APCHE.
A PC and HE. Bow gun.
50 mil HE.
Nice.
50 mil, it's 25.
Yeah? Ah, I thought it was a 50.
Yeah, 75 in it, I think.
All right. We'll go over ammo racks and weak points on each tank, and then we'll give some time for our special guest, Inji.
Hey, Ma, I'm a tank.
Stop. Penhard, where's the ammo rack? Can someone tell me? Does anybody know? Nizzy?
No idea.
In the middle?
They-
Basically, I didn't find one. You
They-
can
they didn't-
penetration. Do you know?
It depends with what. But basically with AT rifle and straight angle.
No,
Wait,
we're
what's his name again? What's the name of the
Penhard.
vehicle?
Penhard. Weak points.
Probably only engine and the turret
Ye-
technically.
Yeah, but basically I found almost everywhere you can penetrate it with the... we are talking only about tanks, not AT rifles, okay? Tanks, as for tanks, you can almost penetrate in every location the Penhard.
Except if you're at the Panzer IV.
Yeah, the slope. But I said almost everywhere. Sides, back, prefer. But yeah, turret as well. You can penetrate it. Ammo rack. I literally didn't find one.
The problem is they didn't make any of the 3D see-through models like they did with every other tank in Chapter 1 to show you where the components are for the
Yeah,
They-
but also we did so much testing and we still didn't find it.
Yeah,
so.
we didn't find. I was testing and testing. Okay, let's go over to the hotcakes or whatever his name is because I know I don't pronounce it correctly. Weak point. Someone?
At the very back here.
Easy?
Hello, front.
Back of the turret, I'm guessing, no?
Easy? Weak point?
Lower front glacis.
Lower front. Ammo rack?
Well, the same as with the Panhard, pretty sure.
Exactly. So basically, if you want to shoot it, shoot it. Oh, sorry. Whoever was that, please move. On the lower bottom of the front plate. That's the weakest point. Okay, next tank. The Renault.
Renault.
Renault. Yeah, it's spelled Renault for some reason. With the
Yeah, we
T-
know what the French are like. They lose all their T's and things, don't they?
It's also spelt Nuga Baruga, but not pronounced that.
Let's keep going. Weak point.
I would say the back looks very flat.
It has over 30 millimeters.
And basically this gives it more, for some reason, the spare wheel. Easy, weak point,
I guess lower front plate
lower front plate,
and turret.
lower front plate, ammo racks.
Same with as with the other ones.
We didn't find one. This is the reason there are 2 OP. We didn't find any ammo racks on 3 tanks already.
Is it possible they've not modelled them yet?
Maybe.
Very likely.
Maybe, but we're not quite sure. Let's go over to the Matilda. Weak point.
It's got to be the engine back here, right? Or the exhaust.
Easy. Weak points.
Oh, I know it has good armor all around, so probably somewhere on the back, and maybe the holes on the sides.
The weakest point in the Matilda is this. The sort of grill on the back side. Where I'm standing right now. The weakest point. And this is what I found. You can as well kill it with the Panzer IV, using the motor sort of arch. Injik can tell you that. I showed him a video of me shooting it.
Didn't they update that? In the pen?
Maybe, maybe. I haven't. I tested last night, but I didn't test that.
Oh no, I'm talking about like a week ago. So no.
So no. Yeah. The B1 weak point.
I'm gonna say it's the tracks.
The what?
Wait, doesn't
back
the
of the tracks
Matilda
here.
have an ammo rack?
Do you wanna tell us?
No, I'm just thinking because it was originally in Chapter 1. Do you think that they would have modeled it?
In Chapter 1 you could destroy it with S10, so...
The B1. Weak
Okay.
points or weak points? Where's the weak points in the B1?
There isn't any.
Oh, they are.
Nizi, do you wanna tell us? Everybody on
that's
the
great.
left side, the grill on the left side is the weakest point in
You
the
can also
tank.
pen those grills.
Yeah, you can also pan those grills with the AT rifle if you want to know. Ammo rack basically is like over there in an angle. It's inside and you need to shoot it in an angle.
Also, Chucky, at that angle you won't pen it. It's too close to the 45.
Yeah, but this is the weakest point and the ammo rack is weirdly positioned inside. So
It's
difficult to get an ammo rack on it, but this is the best place to penetrate it. All right. Any questions up to now? No questions. Okay. Let's go to the bunkers and get some words of wisdom from our great friend and great tanker Inji. Everybody inside a bunker and Inji
Yes.
with us.
Yeah, I'll get over there. Or do you want me just standing out here,
Wherever
like
you
in
want.
front of a firing line?
Take your pistols, guys, and on my count, don't shoot Inji.
I've got 10 rounds, and I think there's about 10 of you.
Yeah, Inji, the floor is yours.
Well, Chucky, I'm very disappointed with you. I thought you'd be bringing proper tankers, but apparently all you could find was this
Wait,
scrap.
do we shoot him or not?
Gentlemen, how you doing?
We don't shoot.
Oh, okay.
See, no
you,
gentlemen
mate.
here at all.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So I'm
Who
going.
am I?
Oh, fuck you. So, how many of you here are actually going to be playing tanks on a semi-regular basis?
You just killed me.
Sorry about that. I tried to change to a thingy.
Perfect. Smoke bomb. I am out of here.
So in answer to your question, I do occasionally tank, but I haven't done much of it recently.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I'm actually thinking.
so most of you guys just play infantry then, eh?
No, I
Yeah.
tank a lot.
The problem I've always had, though, has been finding people to play with in tanks who actually know what they're doing. So, and I suppose since I've joined the clan, I haven't really got round to playing that much. I have been out in tanks a few times with our guys, but not that many times.
Okay, well, that's pretty good actually, because I have something for both people that want to play in armor on a regular basis and those that are just going to be playing alongside it. So when it comes down to armor, there are different play styles, but when it comes to my play style and how I usually plan out my own matches, every match that you play with armor, you should have a clear goal set in your mind from the moment you spawn in every time. The simple fact is that when you go and to do your objectives, whether it be to hunt MSPs, engage enemy armor, or cover a flank, you're going to be distracted by little minutia. You know, a random infantryman running across the field. Yeah, it's a great thing to kill him and all that. The simple fact is that you're going to be on a time limit most of the time, and you would better know what to prioritize. The second thing I want to give you an idea of is that your tank's going to die eventually. And so you should make sure that you die achieving something. Don't waste the tickets. It's 15 tickets and they can go down the drain. So make sure that your life counts and it's not just thrown away in a blaze of glory, leaving you at the spawn screen trying to justify your actions. Have a plan and try to achieve something. You're not going to be able to account for everything. Sometimes, the bear gets you. But at the end of the day, you're going to learn from that. And lastly, armor is not invincible. It's not designed to push into the middle of a bunch of infantry or to lay waste to the enemy. It is very basically a gun that is more mobile than an anti-tank gun and has a little bit of armor for infantry, for the people that are crewing that gun's protection. Your gun is the most important thing that you have on you. It's not your armor or your mobility. You can use all of those in tandem, but keep that gun in the game for as long as possible. That's the most important thing. And then there's a few other things that I wanted to briefly touch on. When you're playing with armor, try to stick with the same crews overall. I know that there's something to be said about varying it up and playing with other people and the like, but try to get to know the guys that you're playing with regularly, and you'll start intuitively understanding their movements and their play styles generally. Don't try to mix it up, and become well acquainted with them overall. Just you learn how they play, and you will start to match your own play style to them, and they'll adapt theirs to yours, etc. And you'll begin trusting each other more, and you'll grow together with experience and eventually gaining expertise in certain areas, expertise that other tankers may not have. For instance, I stick with an interior line strategy. You can see in front of my Panzer 38 a log wall. This is called a hold down position. I prefer the defense, using the mobility of the armor to move from position to position, whether they be prepared or just found while we're at it, to support a defense. That's not going to work for a panhard. They need to be mobile and continue moving. However, if they're stuck in the position where they need to defend, now they have some information from you on what they can do and how they can prepare for it. So gain that experience and then share that experience with the clan. The most important thing when it comes to this clan is the ability to teach others, because you won't be here forever. I hope you will be, but you very likely won't. And the same thing with me, so I'm trying my best to pass on what I know to others overall. And you can do the same, and the clan grows stronger because of that. And lastly, since there aren't going to be many tankers in here, I wanted to talk a little bit about infantry support when it comes to armor. Germany learned really early on in the Second World War that just mixing infantry and armor together was not a good recipe for success. The simple fact is that infantry they don't really know what a tank is good for. They kept asking for things that a tank couldn't do or wasn't really suited for. And they didn't understand its weaknesses, and so they weren't covered very well. Germany's response to this was to specifically train a group called Panzer Grenadiers. And they understood its weaknesses and its advantages and were able to work in tandem together. And that is something that we're somewhat lacking in this clan with. The ability for infantry and armor to work in unison and to meld their abilities together to bring more firepower and hurt upon the enemy. And so if any of you have any ideas on that or any concepts you'd like to share, please do so with me and with the other armor players in the clan, because I for one would really like to develop that particular area. All right, any questions?
Questions? Anybody? No?
I think it was good content. All very
No.
interesting, and I'm trying to absorb.
Good. Good.
Well, I guess I have a question then. So presumably you would pick your fights based on the vehicle you're driving.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes the best policy is just to keep moving and moving away from whatever you're shooting at. I made the mistake in the last game against IR9 in engaging their B1 in a defensive position. It literally became an obsession for me to try to kill the goddamn thing, and we died 5 times trying to engage the damn thing and get it off that point. The simple fact is that I should have learned and just moved on to other easier fish, like hunting MSPs or supporting small flanks outside of the sight of the B1. Unfortunately, I was just too fixated on getting rid of the damn thing. It's times like that you need to understand your weaknesses and limitations, and more importantly, when you make a mistake, be honest with yourself about that. That's the only way you can learn. Don't
Do you-
try to don't sit in a respawn screen and try to justify your actions to your friends or to yourself. Be honest with it. Make sure you understand where you went wrong and try to formulate an idea on how to improve after that. But go on. I've been interrupting you like twice. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you also believe in moving and firing, or stopping and firing?
Stopping and firing is your best bet. Moving and firing in Postscriptum is not a good idea. It can be done, and when you're using high explosive against small infantry targets, it's very handy when you're in a forest area and you just want to keep moving around. Using the trees, the back ends of the trees and their trunks to increase the splash radius of your high explosive rounds and hit behind hard cover. It's a fantastic method, and you can do that on the move. But generally, for tight woods, you don't want to bring armor in there in the first place. Some of the forests here, though, you can maneuver armor moderately easily. But when it comes to engaging enemy armor, stop and fire, and preferably from a position where you see it first and it doesn't see you. And make sure your shots
Do you also have a
count.
hierarchy in your tank?
I was going to skip that completely because we may not have had time, but yes. For my tank, I, the driver, am the commander. I can react to the situation as it develops, as I see it, etc. And I can listen to the command chat and move my tank, with zero lag. I don't have to tell my driver full reverse or any of that nonsense. I can do it myself. And the gunner and the hull gunner are both slaved to the movement of the tank. However, there have been great successes with having a regular commander in the cupola, if you don't mind.
Because I've always seen the commanders being a tactical, so a strategic commander that reacts to the battlefield, and then the driver's the tactical commander
You
that
can have
reacts
it
to the
that way
situation,
too.
and then the gunner, and then the bow gunner.
Got a really
You
interesting
can
badge
have
on
it
his
either way and still be very effective. The simple fact is that you need to practice with it, and that
Yeah.
goes back to having a crew that you stick with, learn from them, experience with them, etc. Communication is key with that, and the tone of your voice will even be recognized and conveying message. Even if it's a little bit of panic in your voice, that there's a tank behind you, your driver will instinctively know that there's something wrong and he needs to move or react, etc. As you experience the game more together, you'll become more and more in tune with each other's intentions and communication.
I'm sorry to cut you short, Inji, but we need to keep moving to the German tanks so we can start blowing shit up.
Thanks,
Uh,
Angie.
Respect that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Inji. If you have any more questions, please write them down and ask Inji after the training. Me and Inji will stay here a couple of more, a bit more. We can still blow up tanks if you want to see MRX or try stuff. I can spawn you as many tanks as you want, but after the training, okay? Yeah, first German armor vehicle. Name.
222.
222. Ammo.
APHE.
AP and HE.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Can someone get in and tell us?
APIT and HE.
So is that AP incendiary tracer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 5th round is an incendiary.
Do you want to try?
It doesn't work in game.
Okay. Weak points.
Everywhere.
Climb on top and shoot the driver in the head with your pistol.
Basically. Ammo rack.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Okay. Crewmen's. Number 3. Okay. Let's go over the second. What the name is?
Panzer II or the 38T. Isn't it?
38. So
Sorry. Yeah, the Panzer 38. Weak points.
Pretty much everywhere.
Ammo rack, do we know?
I don't think I penned to the rifle yet, but I'm pretty sure by shooting the scout car it's somewhere here.
Okay. Guys, did you see where Nazi shot? Yeah, basically the...
Don't a lot of German tanks keep their ammo on the side below the couple?
Yeah.
Not the ammo or the box over here.
Inside.
Yeah. All right. Number of ammo type. Did we go over? No, we didn't. Ammo type. Someone? Who's in the gunner?
APC, APCR, HE.
APC, APCR, and HE. APC 4 and APCR 4. Question?
Well, this one has only 8 APCR, so APCR is pretty much for the heavier tanks, and APC for the lighter ones.
Okay, and AG of course for infantry. Number of crewmen.
4, I think. No, you got the driver, gunner, front gunner.
Get in and check.
Commander.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's 4. Thank you, Nis. The next tank is name.
Panzer 2.
Nice. Ammo type. Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. But ammo type?
20 mil?
But what 20 mil?
20 mil boom boom. I don't know. HE?
Who's in the gunner?
APHE.
AP and HE. Number of crewmen?
I'm going to say 3.
No.
2.
2.
2. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I should have known that.
Weak point. Weak points.
Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Basically everywhere. It's a light.
It's more of an anti-infantry tank mostly.
Yeah,
right?
it's an anti-infantry tank. Very light armor, very easily penetrate, and yeah. Ammo rack.
This one is fun because we haven't found it exactly, but if you shoot through the driver's hatch like that with the tank, you will hit. It's probably somewhere.
What I
under the
found,
turret.
is over here. The gasoline tank, and basically on the same side on the other side. But we can check both of them in a minute. After we go over the other tanks, we can spawn this tank and blow it up. Next tank. Name, please.
Panzer 3.
Great. Ammo types. Someone get in.
APCHE.
APC and HE. Okay. Number of crewmen.
4.
4. Weak points.
Now, for the tanks or for the AT rifle?
Of course for tanks.
Okay, then sides. And
Sides.
back.
Lower classes.
Sides.
Lower back.
Lower back, somewhere over here. Over here. Yeah, let's go over ammo rack. Do we know?
And the commander's cupola.
Yeah, the commander's hatch is also penetrable. Ammo rack. Easy.
And the commander's cupola.
Okay. Next tank is name.
Panzer IV.
Yeah. Ammo types. Someone? Easy.
APC, BC, HE smoke.
Oh, we got smoke in this tank. Number of crewmen.
4.
4. Weak points. Easy.
Sides, lower back.
Sides. Yeah. Sides, lower back. And the tank.
How about the driver's hatch? Is that a weak point?
No, no. Heavy armor.
Don't think you can pen it.
No, you can't.
You can one-shot this with the AT rifle as well, can't you?
No,
No.
you can't. You could in the past, but you cannot now.
All right,
Okay.
let's keep going. Ammo rack, do we know?
Under the cross.
Under the cross.
And on the cross on the other side, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's for the German tanks. Nizzy, Inji, anything to add about the German tanks?
Not
9.
really.
Okay. What tank do we
Oh,
want?
I can add something for the 222. The flip tactic. It flips everything.
Okay, we'll do that after the training, after we start blowing stuff up. I need a first volunteer.
To get blown up or?
I don't care what it is, I'll do it.
Okay, who said it?
Liam.
Liam.
What's my name again?
No, I'm sorry, I don't
Sorry.
recognize the name.
No, not you, Liam.
Oh, okay. Liam, are you in at? Who's in the right bike? Please turn it off and. Yeah, move it away from here and please turn it off. Thank you. Liam, are you in a tank squad?
No.
Can you make room, guys? Someone?
I lied, I am now.
Alright, what tank? What first? How?
Oh, sorry, misclick on the mouse.
What tank do we want to do first?
Sharpie.
Sharby. Liam, grab the Sharby. Put it in the middle of the field.
What's that? Which one?
Don't you remember?
No.
Sharby.
B1, maybe this way.
B1. Grab it. Move it to the middle of the field. What tank do we want to try against it? Anyone?
Matilda. No, it shouldn't it be a German tank?
Yeah, a German tank, of course.
Something reasonably heavy, because you won't stand a chance of penning it otherwise. Will you?
Make it the Panzer IV.
Panzer IV, okay. I need another volunteer?
Well, Angie is already in the Wehrmacht, so
It doesn't matter, you can also get inside the German tanks.
I'll do it.
Okay, grab it. I need one more to grab the Panzer III and the Panzer II. And whoever is left, switch to the German and get inside a tank squad and grab the Panzer 38 and the 222. Liam, get out and come to me. Whoever is not inside a tank, please come to my position. Is someone going to grab the Panzer 38 and the 222?
Yeah, just respawning now. It's German.
Yeah, no problem. Just asking.
Alright, then grab the Panzer 38.
Easy is going to grab the Panzer 38 and Oz, are you grabbing the 222?
Yep, I'll grab that.
Copy. Who doesn't have a tank? Liam and Liam, you're the only one who doesn't have a tank? Guys?
I mean, you told me specifically not to get a tank.
No, I'm asking who doesn't have one.
Me, but I've only just sort of joined, so I know what was going
Oh,
on.
hello.
Hello.
So, is that Sony?
Yeah, and I need a tank as well.
Okay, so Wox, Sony, is that you? Because I don't have an overlay. Ah, it's lost. Sorry, it's lost.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't have an overlay, so I don't see who it is. Okay, so it's lost, Liam, and Wok doesn't have tanks. Yep.
Because we can't be trusted.
No, you can. Can you go over to the bunkers? Everybody have a target? Oh, we have 5 tanks. Take your positions.
Okay, who's gonna shoot who? Everybody's gonna shoot everybody, or what's the
No,
what's the
choose
plan?
your. Who's on the left side? I can't see. Expendable. You are shooting at the middle one. Who is in the Panzer 4?
I'm in a Panzer 4.
Who is in the Panzer 3?
Oh,
Miho.
Miho, you are shooting the right, the most right tank. Who is in the 222?
That's me.
You're shooting the middle one. Panzer 38 shooting
Me.
the second left, and the Panzer 2 is shooting the most left. Sorry for my English, guys. As you know, English is not my first language. We'll start with the Panzer 2. Try and kill it. You can move if you want. Hold fire. Where's the weak point of the tank?
Lower Glacius.
No, it was on the left side.
Grill on the
grill
side.
on the other side. Splinge, can you try and penetrate it?
I'll buy it a drink first, maybe.
It's on the other side. Yeah.
He's tapping that ass.
Hold
that
fire.
Panzer 2 is small.
Hold fire. Yeah.
Took it like a trooper.
What is the conclusion?
I didn't buy enough drinks.
We need
Yeah.
a bigger van.
The conclusion is don't mess
Size
with the
does matter.
B1 with the Panzer II.
Oh, you can kill it with it.
Yeah?
You have to go for the Amorak though.
Where's the Amarak plane? Do you remember?
Amarak's on the side, isn't it?
Yeah, what side?
Both sides.
No, the other side.
Splint, I don't have to explain that that's the right side, do I?
Other side. The side I can't see.
Over here, where I'm shooting.
Alright, hang on then.
Come on, Splint. Where are you going?
That's too many drinks, that is.
Mm-hmm. You're taking Michal's target.
Sorry about that.
Dude!
Don't worry, you can have her
that
when
specific
when
angle.
he's done with her.
Alright. She's no
Alright,
good to me.
Splint, stop. Who is in the Panzer 38?
I mean,
Go for it. Take what target you want.
let's try Fuchs 1. Okay, if that doesn't work, let's go with the track method.
Do you see any birds?
Guys, I need to ask you a favor. Get in the Panzer 4, one in the Panzer 4, one in the Panzer 3, and one in the 222 as drivers.
Expander, I'm coming to drive for you.
You see, we're still waiting.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix the angle so that I still have the passion.
You're still bouncing.
Apparently I need to be in a section.
Yeah, you need
Yeah, as
to.
I said, getting the
You
angle
need
right
to
with
switch to the
passion is a bit hard
Germans.
in this one.
If there's room. I don't know. Check.
Okay.
Like that.
Nice one is. So, yeah, you can penetrate it only on this weak spot with the Panzer 38. Next one. Who's next one?
You can penetrate the turret as well.
Yeah.
The commander's turret, but it's very, very difficult. Who's next? Expendable? Go for
That'd
it.
be me. I'm in the 222.
Oh, 222. Sorry. You weren't in your position. Nice. You can move towards no, hold it. You're start at the front. Hold fire. Basically you can penetrate it, and as we see, takes a bit of time, but you can penetrate.
Also, if you the angle I did, it will pen down my act.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, just swap in the driver. I'll just roll forward a little bit more. So you were slightly less acute than me. You hit it more side on, didn't you? Because you went for first tank.
Yeah. Because you have to hit. The Amorak is forward of the grill, so you have to hit it like that. Not right behind it, it's ahead of it, so...
Okay, never mind. We know we can penetrate it, and we need to ammo rack it in an angle. Panzer 4, go.
Forwards, Liam. Forwards.
I'm interested to see combat build.
Try and shoot it in the front first. No penetration. Gotta try and shoot it in the... Go for it. Try and kill it. That's the engine.
Shoot slightly left of that.
Boom! Next one. Panzer 3. Go, go, go. No penetration on the front. Go and kill it. That's the engine.
I think you need to aim left side of the grill.
Mhm.
That was on
Go
the armor
forward
rather than the
and
grill.
come. Going forward. Boom.
Perfect.
Okay, guys. As for training, training is concluded for now. We can stay if you want and keep going and blow up tanks, but as we are on the hour mark, official training is concluded. Please stop the tank, Liam, as I am talking. Did everybody enjoy it? You got some good information?
Very much so. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was
Yep,
nice.
thank you.
Great. So, for to end the training, donations. If you can spare a bit, please. It helps. I don't know if we got the. I believe we got the goal for this month, but I'm not quite sure. I don't. And if you can spare a bit, even £1 helps. Sitting, very important. I sit every day in the mornings, and we need more people. Even if you can sit as AFK, just log in. The numbers count. People see the numbers, people join. If you're sitting and playing, take an MSP, just go around, people will join and see that you're playing, and they will join and play with you. And as we now have the skirmish mode, which is really fun, you can play in the skirmish mode. And that's it. That's about it. If you want, we can go over more tanks. Just let me know what tank do you want. I'll spawn it for you. You can blow whatever you want up. Have fun. And if you want to go and join the main server and use the tactics and the things that you've learned here, go ahead and use those. It's more than okay. But basically we are done for today's training. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for following the rules and like acting okay.
Hey, thanks, Chuck. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
for
Jackie.
putting this
Well
Thanks for
organised.
organising it.
Thanks, NG.
Thanks.
Hell breaks loose.